Hey, good morning, everyone. Nick Reagan here from our First Alert desk. This is 5 on 5 Plus, 5 minutes of local news and headlines brought to you right here from our Live 5 newsroom. Now, at this hour, we are following some breaking news out of North Charleston. North Charleston police, they're investigating an early morning shooting just after midnight. Police found the body of a man in a Nissan Rogue on Joppa Avenue. Officers believe that he was shot while he sat in the car. They also found rifle shell casings and damage to another car. No arrests have been made just yet, and if you have any information, you are asked to call the North Charleston Police Department or Crime Stoppers of the Low Country. Charleston police also need your help. They are looking for a missing teen. This is 16-year-old Margaret Maggie Williams. She's been missing for 2 days now. She went missing on December 17th from Daniel Island. It was her parents who reported her missing. She's 5'6", weighs around 125 pounds with brown eyes and brown blonde hair. There is a possibility that she may be in the Hugie area or possibly downtown. Again, if you have any information, please call CPD with that number there on your screen. New this morning, the South Carolina Department of Transportation, they say they've worked through the night to restore the old cemetery bridge, and that road is now open. This comes after the main road was washed away in Sunday's storm, leaving about 100 people or so in the Silver Hills community in McClellanville without a way to get out of that area. Again, that bridge, or that road rather, is now open, and folks can get out of that area now. Looking around downtown, we do have some new numbers here from Sunday's storm. We now know, as of yesterday, that one person killed in Mount Pleasant. The police have, or rather the coroner has identified her as 72-year-old Nancy Murrow of Mount Pleasant. She became trapped in her car when her vehicle became submerged. Now, new this morning, more than 60 people, or rather the Charleston Fire Department, they responded to 133 calls yesterday, rescuing 40 people in that storm on Sunday. We also know that out of Georgetown, more than 60 people had to be rescued. Now, beach towns, they are also working on combating erosion that happened on Sunday as well. Big problem out there. Let's take a look over downtown now. This is a look over the bridges. Let's check in with our First Alert weather team.
And good Tuesday morning. I'm meteorologist Joey Sovine. Off to a cold start. Make sure you bundle up. These morning temperatures in the 30s, feeling like the 20s for many of you. We'll see those temperatures eventually climb, but only into the upper 40s to around 50 degrees this afternoon, despite full sunshine. And as soon as the sun sets, that temperature is going to drop into the 30s this evening. And by tomorrow morning, we start out on average 28 degrees, just above freezing out at the beaches. Everyone else at or below freezing tomorrow morning. We start a warming trend, 53 tomorrow. 60 on Thursday, 62 on Friday, and then from Saturday through Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, highs will be in the 60s with a chance of just a couple of showers Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
All right, wet and cold for Christmas. Thank you, Joey, for that update. Well, new this morning, Georgetown police, they tell us about a crash that happened. The South Carolina Highway Patrol, rather, they say that crash happened along US 701 near the intersection of Old PD Road shortly before 8 last night. That's about 24 miles north of Georgetown. Troopers say 2 pickup trucks were on US 701, one going north, the other south. The two crashed into each other, sending both trucks off the side of the road. One driver was taken to the hospital, but troopers, they tell us that the other driver died there. And the end of a saga here. The third suspect accused of playing a role in a Tinder date plot turned murder will now serve 20 years in prison. 24-year-old Alan Johnson was killed last year. Zora Henderson, who was 19 at the time of the crime, entered a plea deal for armed robbery and conspiracy. By helping the state convict the 2 other suspects, Henderson's murder charges were dropped. During the investigation, Henderson admitted that the trio had planned robberies like this one before, but she claims that she was not at the scene and didn't know about the weapon and was asleep while the others used her phone in this particular plan. A judge has sentenced her to 22 years. Henderson will be up for probation after serving 15 of those years. And in politics now, 2 more names are being thrown into the race to take over as sheriff of Charleston County. The 2 longtime law enforcement officers that have joined the race are former Charleston County Sheriff's Office Lieutenant Alan Alley and North Charleston Police Captain Rick Keys. There are now a total of 5 candidates, including Folly Beach Chief Deputy Rocky Burke and former Mount Pleasant Police Chief Carl Ritchie. Incumbent Kristen Graziano also says she plans to run for her position again. The official filing deadline is next March, with the election set for November 24th. And before we head out, one more note to mention here. 5 cold-stunned turtles have been flown to the South Carolina Aquarium from Massachusetts, where they will get some care and hopefully release. Those turtles, we're told, were small loggerheads. Well, that is the latest here from our First Alert Desk. This has been 5 on 5 Plus. Again, thank you for joining us.